So you mentioned partnerships. You talked a lot about the roadmap and what's coming and what you're excited about, and a couple of crumbs that you dropped there that sound pretty exciting that you can't really get into details yet on. But from a relationship perspective and an announced partnership perspective, it sounds like you've got a couple of big ones that you've already gone public with, and those being the Ferrum Network and Morpheus Network. Can you talk a little bit about what those are and what excites you about those?
Sure. Well, our very first partnership of any kind was with Ferrum Network. We have a great relationship with Ian and the entire crew over there, and they were really, we actually reached out to them to utilize their staking as a service. We wanted to create. We were sort of too early in terms of our tech cycle, our development cycle, to be able to comfortably code a smart contract application where we felt like staking would be safe, secure, and they had already done it. So there was no sense in us reinventing the wheel and spending our developer resources building something that already existed. So we reached out to Ferrum Network and leveraged their staking as a service, and that became the foundation of the VersoView staking rewards V1 program, which has been running for the past, very successfully running for the past 10 months. So if any C-level blockchain company out there is looking for a way to incentivize and reward your community, strongly recommend reaching out to the team at Ferrum and leveraging those services. That relationship expanded, and we look for other ways to work closely with them. They were looking for ways to do advertising and outreach beyond the blockchain specific communities that we all sort of exist in, and they did actual advertising on in the Fly Garuda eColors magazine in many issues to great success. I mean, there's over 3 million eyes on their print media while they were going through their Iron Mountain exciting Iron Mountain expansion, and we're always looking for new and exciting ways to grow the relationships with any of our partners. As for Morpheus Network, Dan and that team at Morpheus Network is probably one of the most connected enterprise, actively used enterprise solution blockchain software out there. I don't know. I'm sure they're not the most, but they're very close. And the guys are so professional, so well connected, and they just have this huge Rolodex of enterprise clients and businesses that are actually communicating with them and using their software and tech on a regular basis. And immediately we saw the value in that, and they saw the value in the Rolodex of businesses that we bring to the table. So right out of the gate, we created sort of a business development relationship where when we're talking to clients and we see an opportunity for them to come use blockchain software to improve their business, we have nothing to do with supply chain or supply chain management, and they do it incredibly well. So why not make an introduction? And then vice versa, the clients that they're working with on their supply chain side may have opportunities or needs in producing some publications, in marketing, in communication or engagement with their communities or developing communities or business relationships, and so they can make that handoff or that introduction. So we created this business development relationship, and they've also participated in advertising through with Garuda Indonesia, with Garuda Airlines. And the eColors magazine. Those are two examples. We have a ton of announced partnerships that are out. We don't just make partnerships. One thing I do see a lot in blockchain and in the crypto sphere is there just tends to be like these lists of, I have 1 million partnerships with every company that's ever come out. We really opt not to do that unless there's a meaningful relationship and a meaningful integration of tech, or in the case of like business development relationships where there's really going to be an effective communication, an effective relationship, and an effective transfer of information. We don't just seek arbitrary marketing partnerships. So we don't have as many as maybe other people do, but when we do release an MOU or an announced partnership with another blockchain native firm, then you can count on the fact that it's going to be something big and it's going to be something meaningful with people that have really strong reputations and really great businesses.